The Diamondback terrapin is the only species of turtle in North America that exclusively lives in brackish marshes. The story of how the terrapin got specifically into the Meadowlands is a little bit unique. Prior to the 20s, there being no habitat for them, we really don't know where they came from. We do have some data that indicate that they are genetically dissimilar than other populations nearby. These animals are native here, they're supposed to be here, and as an agency, one of our mandates is to protect the delicate balance of nature, and the terrapin are a huge cornerstone of that. So today we're out conducting a round of our terrapin trapping, which has been part of our long-term population monitoring project. The basis of this entire project is what's known as a capture, mark, recapture study. So after we catch the terrapin, they are injected with a tag called a passive integrated transponder, or PIT tag, which allows us to recognize individual terrapin across time and space. So now we are injecting the PIT tag. This is one of the more important things we're doing, because now this will, if we ever catch this turtle again, we'll be able to recognize, her as an individual. So they go in the needle. We'll take and pull up her loose skin, and then the needle just slides right in, injects, and then we just paint her with a little bit of iodine again and let her go. These terrapin were both new today. They get their tags, they get put back in the water. If we ever catch them again, we'll be able to know exactly which turtles these are. So not only, does that help us track them, how they grow, but it actually allows us to do different statistics on them, which we can estimate things like their survivorship, their population size, and even perhaps how many new individuals are entering into the population. Over the 15 plus years of the study, it's great to see that we're showing that we have a really healthy and sustainable population of these turtles. It's a very common misconception that we've been fighting a lot, is that the Meadowlands are no longer, or never were, a thriving ecosystem. Throughout our history, there are times where that may have been true, but today it couldn't be any further from the truth. And I think the terrapin are a great representation of that. They're a species that lives here year-round. These turtles were born here, they're going to spend their entire lives here, and they really are thriving. And you really can see the terrapins if you come out here. So if you're in the creeks, you can see their little heads swimming around. If you're out at a low tide, a lot of times you'll see them perched up on the sides, sunning themselves. And I think it's a great way, kind of a great ambassador species. People are going to see these turtles for the first time, and that could be the catalyst for them changing the way they think about the Meadowlands.